pineal gland, once thought to be mysterious, is now the subject of extensive research, with new discoveries emerging every year demonstrating its fascinating and complex nature. Its association with the spiritual eminence gives it an intriguing appearance, suggesting that it may be a doorway to otherworldly realms. It is located in the center of the brain and is a small organ weighing about 150 milligrams and 5 to 8 mm in diameter. Medically, it is an endocrine gland that secretes hormones that are delivered to other organs via the bloodstream. The pineal gland is primarily responsible for the production of melatonin, a hormone that controls our biological clock, circadian rhythm, and also functions as a strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. Nighttime is the peak time for melatonin production, which promotes mood and sleep. Studies showing increased pineal gland activity in those who practice meditation and other spiritual pursuits support this idea. The pineal gland is the only non-material element of the body, according to the French philosopher Bert Dearth, who in the 17th century suggested that it was the point of fusion between spirit and body. The pineal gland secretes 3 other hormones, including melatonin, between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., when the physiological and spiritual processes that support this connection are at their peak. At this time, the brain's biological clock control center receives signals about light and dark through the optic nerve, which creates a closer connection to the rest of the body. As we mentioned before, melatonin, the primary hormone that controls our sleep, is produced by the pineal gland. Our internal biological clock is maintained in large part by melatonin. A lot of people address their own insomnia by using melatonin supplements. In addition, melatonin lowers the risk of cancer, boosts immunity, shields cells from harm, and enhances mood and memory. It is therefore essential to general health and well-being. You should avoid using electronics right before bed and limit your exposure to artificial light at night in order to ensure that your body produces enough melatonin. These light sources have the potential to distort the biological clock and the body's sense of night, impairing the generation of melatonin. The pineal gland also secretes serotonin, popularly referred to as the happiness hormone, a neurotransmitter that helps neurons communicate with one another. Serotonin is essential to our general well-being. It impacts many different aspects of life, including mood, eating, sleep, memory, learning, reflexes, pain perception, and controlling body temperature. Enough serotonin must be maintained in the body to keep these processes functioning in harmony. Reduced serotonin levels can cause symptoms like headaches, increased appetite, depression, anxiety, and insomnia, in addition to increased appetite. Furthermore, the pineal gland secretes a third chemical at approximately 10 p.m. The pineal gland releases vaccine arginine at 3 in the morning, which is thought to be a natural painkiller that promotes deep sleep. Additionally, the gland secretes epithalamion, which is known to have a role in cognition by inducing neuronal mechanisms that enhance learning and memory retention. Epithalamion promotes learning and memory. It is essential to mental health to comprehend the pineal gland's physiological role. The pineal gland serves physiological purposes, but it also has spiritual importance. It is connected to the idea of the third eye in many cultures. The Eye of Horus represents heavenly protection and spiritual perception in Egyptian culture. According to esoteric traditions, seeing beyond bounds and delving into more profound aspects of existence is linked to the third eye. According to Hindu legend, the earth fell into darkness when the goddess Parvati, who was Shiva's wife, closed her eyes. Shiva's opening of the third eye on his forehead represents transcending beyond material appearances and achieving cosmic consciousness and spiritual enlightenment. In Hindu belief, The pineal gland corresponds to Shiva's third eye. The pineal gland is linked to a parietal eye in ancient lizards that date back 50 million years. This finding highlights the organ's significance in both scientific and spiritual domains. This intricate relationship highlights the pineal gland's diverse function in both physiological and spiritual situations. An evolutionary link between this structure and the human pineal gland is suggested by the discovery of the parietal eye in lizards. The human pineal gland is located in the same region of the brain as the parietal eye, and it too is sensitive to light. This suggests that the pineal gland may play a more complex and mysterious role than science currently realizes. According to Hindu mythology, the pineal gland is associated with the Agna chakra, or sixth chakra, which signifies insight, knowledge, and enlightenment. In the Buddhist tradition, it correlates with the Sahasrara chakra, which is the seventh chakra, and signifies transcendence, union with the world, and cosmic consciousness. The pineal gland is often associated with the third eye, a symbol of clairvoyance and spiritual enlightenment in Western religions. According to popular belief, the third eye provides intuitive and metaphysical vision beyond the limitations of the five senses. Activation of the pineal gland, often referred to as the third eye, is considered by practitioners of many spiritual traditions to be the first step toward enlightenment and a deeper understanding of life. The pineal gland is activated through a series of small but important steps. Techniques such as meditation help to calm the mind, which opens up the pineal gland. This process is also aided by deep breathing techniques, especially those included in yoga, which open up new opportunities to explore deeper feelings and discover a connection to higher consciousness. Through these practices, people gain a deeper understanding of the cosmos and of themselves as they embark on the path of enlightenment. The pineal gland and the circadian cycle can both be positively impacted by exposure to natural light, especially in the early morning. On the other hand, minimizing artificial light exposure during the night, particularly from technological devices, creates a setting that is favorable for the pineal gland to activate. The pineal gland was thought to be a portal to the spiritual world by ancient societies, and science is now starting to confirm this notion. According to recent study, the pineal gland's crystalline structures have amazing electrical capabilities similar to those of quartz crystals. Because these structures are able to produce an electric charge while under pressure, the pineal gland is a special kind of brain antenna that can both receive and modify energy impulses. Though the pineal gland is made up of epithelial cells rather than muscle or nerve tissue, its crystalline structures are of interest to scientists who hypothesize that they play a role in extrasensory perceptions, such as telepathy and clairvoyance. The electrical characteristics of the pineal gland were discovered, opening the door to more research into its secrets. Future research on its function and possible benefits for spirituality and health looks promising. The idea of creating methods to stimulate the pineal gland more efficiently is becoming more and more plausible as research into it progresses, and it may have significant advantages for both spiritual and physical well-being. Suppose there was a universe in which every individual had an activated pineal gland. People might develop greater creativity, intuition, and compassion in such a world, as well as deeper understanding of the cosmos and themselves. The continued study of the pineal gland provides windows into a future in which spiritual and physiological knowledge converge to enhance humankind's experience as a whole. Remember to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you'll be in the know about new videos.